An early step in studying a book of the Bible is to think about big picture, okay, the overall ideas. So reading through the entire book as many times as you can is very helpful. So this week, it would be really beneficial to you if each day or every couple of days you read all the way through 2 Peter. It's only 3 chapters, so you could do it in a day. Early on this week, when we study days 2 and 3, the author of this study, Lisa Hughes, has us looking at tone, purpose, and theme. Those are very common things to look at when you start studying a book in the Bible. So I want to explain to you what those 3 things are and how you can determine them while you read. So tone, for one. Tone is the attitude or the emotion that the author has about the subject or that is conveyed in the letter. The way the author will express the tone is by their word choices and also by their sentence structure. So, for example, if they use certain adjectives, bad, deplorable, ugly, hateful, it has a tone that comes across that's definitely not happy. And so you hear an opinion and an emotion that comes out. And that's what tone is. You can think about what words he does choose in terms of, is it formal? Does he use very proper vocabulary? Is he trying to convey authority over them? Does he use informal words to convey closeness? Are there lots of facts that are shared? So is he sounding kind of disconnected and unconcerned? Does it sound joyful or bitter or concerned? That is the tone of the letter. Our tone changes as we speak. Even in a couple of minutes, we can have a tone that's very happy and we can have one that's very frustrated and angry. And in a letter, there will be a tone as well. And sometimes there could be a shift in the tone throughout a letter. This book is fairly short, and so the tone is fairly consistent. So as you study 2 Peter in the next 9 weeks that we'll be doing this, keep the tone in mind as you are reflecting and digging deeper into each chapter and into individual verses. The next big picture piece we need is the purpose. Why did Peter write this book? And anytime we read a new book and we're trying to study a book, we want to think about what was the purpose. Why did he write? What was he trying to accomplish? Was he trying to give information and teach? Was he trying to warn them of something, encourage them, reprimand them? I mean, why did the author write that letter? It doesn't have to just be one purpose. There could be a couple. It could be that they failed and he's reprimanding them for their failure, but also teaching them how to do right, encouraging them that they can. It could be that there's impending doom or trouble on the way, and so he's warning them and encouraging them that they will be profitable in the end. Okay? Sometimes the author says outright why he's writing the letter, and Peter actually gives us a sneak into that as you read through 2 Peter. So likewise, keep the purpose of this letter in mind as you read and study over the next couple of weeks. And the last big picture thing we want to work on is theme. Theme is difficult for some people to see, but it's an overarching big picture idea that recurs throughout the letter. Okay? It's a primary topic that you see in the text. It often is repeated more than one time. There are often lots of details included in the topic. It's connected to the tone and purpose of the letter, but definitely not the same thing. For example, the tone of the letter could be excited, and the purpose of the letter could be to encourage, whereas the theme may be our salvation by grace through faith. So there's a reason to be encouraged, and there's a reason that the author's tone is excited. So, connected but not the same. So as you read and as you study, notice what words and what ideas you read in different ways, but repeatedly throughout.